Brooklyn back on the main stage competing.
I don't really care much for the gay stuff.
Except for if you're at the ballet.
Love is Blind right now. It just makes me feel grateful to be queer.
I guess this is going to be my most sober Queerties Awards, honestly, because I usually come here nice and early. It's an open bar. I live close. I can crawl home. And last year I got paparazzi'd outside, and I was like cross-eyed drunk out of drag. So this year I hope that the paparazzi comes to find me because I look good. So where are they? Yeah.
So Mae Martin is actually hosting the Junos and
Super cool.
How are you? Big Music Awards. Host to host, you have any tips for them?
Well, I love Mae Martin. We met backstage at a stand-up event for Netflix, and Mae Martin doesn't know this, but I tell everyone that that's my boyfriend. It might be a one-way relationship. I'm okay with that. And I just got Mae Martin's new album because Mae Martin makes music. I just does everything and does it well. How would I give notes to somebody who's so handsome and good at music and funny? Mae, I love you. Me and the kids are so proud of you. You're my everything. You're my rock.
So celebrating queer storytelling tonight. For you, what's going to highlight in queer storytelling in the last year?
Okay. I'm trying to pick, because you know I love reality shows. This is maybe not being honored tonight, but I love 1,000-Pound Sisters, and there are active, happy queer relationships that are supportive on that show, which I think is important because they live in rural Kentucky, and you don't maybe pick a show that's in that area of the world to get like a two-female relationship. So I love that show.
And being from Canada, we've been asking everyone thoughts on heated rivalry and just the global impact the show's been having.
Well, I've been telling everybody, it's kind of a sexual sport already. The words even, puck, slap shot, like everything's very sexy about it, right? But I just think it's funny to get this group of people to watch sports. You have to have 99% gay sex. If you said there's a hockey show, nobody in here would watch it. So as much as you get the hockey people to watch gay stuff, you're getting the gay people to watch the hockey stuff. It's a cross-cultural experience.
And we've got to ask, Canada's Drag Race has an all-star season coming up. What are some challenges you would want to see that would really separate the two from the rest?
Well, what if we get Canadian people to be rude and not apologize? I think that'd be hard for them because Canadians are so polite. No sorries allowed. What about that? And I think we should get Brooklyn back on the main stage competing. Let's give that a taste of her medicine. She's on that high horse, okay?
My look is, I feel like no pervert should be in power, and I think that the ones that are should be arrested, and I should be in power, and it's not a joke. It's serious. And I went red for the occasion.
I get it. So your red carpet moments,
Yeah.
whole award season have just been like comedy events.
And yet, this is the only time I've won an award.
Bananas.
But I'm making everybody watch the award shows because I'm always so dressed so well. And yet, maybe they should bring me up on stage and give me some sort of best dressed award, and I haven't even had that yet.
Bananas. I mean, are you gonna like swing by the Oscars and try to get that?
They won't let me inside. I've already asked.
Wow. What's been the most surprising?
Don't you think they should have me at the Oscars?
Yes. This is your official campaign.
Hey, Oscar? Yeah, I'm pretty damn sure you should be having me there.
What?
I don't know, though. I feel like I need a night of rest.
I get it. It's been a crazy award season. What has been kind of for you the best response or reaction you've gotten to any of your red carpet moments this season?
Well, I'll say the most fun was probably me and Mr. Paul Downs, Miss Orange, Mr. Orange. I think it was really fun that Timothy was and Kyla were at a table that we had to keep walking past, but we couldn't go say hi because they had a lot of bodyguards around them, and I was scared that they were gonna tackle me. But I think that was really fun because I had my guy next to me by my side. Cheers to Paul.
I was there, and they were definitely looking at you guys every time you walked by.
Did you feel like it turned your head?
Every time I was like,
wait, Timothy and Kylie did?
Every time you guys walked by.
Did they seem like they were looking like, or were they like mad?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like they have a good sense of humor, but except for if you're at the ballet.
So of course, being from Canada, we gotta ask: have you seen heated rivalry? What are share your thoughts on the little Canadian?
I'm going to be honest with you. It looks so good. I haven't had a chance to see it yet, and I'm actually saving it for a rainy day.
I get that.
But everybody likes them together, and guess what? Mother loves them together as well. I'm not their mother, but I'm saying when people say mother. So yes, I think they're cute together. There.
Tell us about season 5 of that.
I will say it's very heartwarming, and it's also very, very funny. I have to say it. I know it's like weird because I'm in it, but I have to say it's very, very funny. There's some surprising moments, and there's some tears. It's very moving to me, our show.
Crying up in it already, so
It's very beautiful. But I get emotional about the friendships in the show because I feel like me and Paul's characters, they're best friends. It's very heartwarming, and it kind of is just amazing. And you get to see some fun moments with them and emotional moments, I'd say. And of course, Randy, the newcomer at work. Well, not so new anymore, but yeah, they really pull together as a team this season.
how has it been to see the amazing reception that Acts has been having? Or not even just this award season, every single one. Have you been able to metabolize that? Or?
I think it's you can't fully think about the scale. I think it's just so fun that we get to keep working together, and they're my close friends. So, but it's definitely fun that people like it.
What's better than a twink and a redhead? A twink and two redheads.
So, you're Etalk Canada. So, being Canadian, of course, we gotta ask everyone about their thoughts on the rivalry and kind of blow up it's been having.
It's about time, honestly. I think hockey hasn't been discussed enough in the public lens, and I'm really glad that we're raising awareness of the lifestyle of the typical hockey player.
Yes, I don't really care much for the gay stuff, but again, I think hockey representation matters, and it's cool that we're seeing that inside peek behind the curtain with heated rivalry. It's really exciting.
I don't care for the U.S. men's hockey team, and I definitely prefer my hockey players gay.
And Canadian.
Yeah.
And hung.
Yes, definitely.
And how does it feel to be here celebrating queer storytelling?
It's about time.
Yeah.
It's really cool to take a look behind the curtain of queer media. No, it's special. It's actually really special. It's a horned up scratch that. But no, it's iconic to be amidst really iconic gay people, queer people.
It's kind of like a high school reunion for some of us old timers,
And everyone's hot.
This is our first Queerties, so I'm kind of shook. I'm and it's the first time we're attending an award show where we're nominated, so it's exciting.
It's great.
What has been a highlight for you when it comes to queer storytelling in the last year? Something that really stood out to you?
Well, I've gotten the chance to play Mary Todd in Oh Mary twice now, and I'll play it as many times as they let me. It's really exciting to see the loudest, queerest, craziest thing dominate Broadway, because that's how it's always been. We just weren't allowed to talk about it.
I was literally gonna say Oh Mary, and if you ever have the chance to see Jinkx in it, run, because you're amazing. And Oh Mary, it's just so queer and celebratory, and that environment that the show creates is so everyone's just laughing together, and it's community at its finest, I think.
Well, I think there were a lot of gorgeous queer stories told last year, and I think it's cool to see that queer stories don't always need to be tragic and sad, and they could just be hot people having a good time.
Yeah.
I'm in the middle of a tour across America, so I'm sleeping on a bus. I feel crazy, and I'm working on the Junos jokes on the bus during the day, getting nervous, but I'm hoping that means I'm in fighting form, when I get there.
Right.
But I'm excited. Joni Mitchell's going to be there. It's crazy,
You had a passion for music from a very young age.
Yeah.
So to be hosting kind of Canada's biggest biggest night of music. How does that feel? Have you metabolized that yet?
No, I always have imposter syndrome. I'm nervous because Michael Bublé has hosted and he's so suave. So I'm hoping I can get tips from him. But no, I can't wait. It's great. It's live. So I just hope I don't ruin my career. No, I can't wait.
Are you going to get any tips from Trixie, our host tonight?
Oh, Trixie's always hilarious. Yeah, Trixie just makes it feel like a party and like we're all invited and we're all friends. So I think that's the goal, always. Especially when it's like a concert energy,
Right.
yeah.
And of course, we've been asking everyone, we're celebrating queer storytelling. What's been kind of a pop culture highlight for you around queer storytelling in the last year?
In the last year? I feel like everyone's probably saying Heated Rivalry.
It's a loaded question.
Yeah, is that like you're setting me up to say that? Yeah. I mean, that was amazing. I just think it's always exciting when queer stories aren't relegated to niche, like when we can really demonstrate with the numbers that they're accessible to everyone, and so that's always helpful, and that was great. And what else? I mean, it's all. I mean, I'm Wayward. I mean, I'm watching Love Is Blind right now, and it's so toxic. No.
Okay.
Is it?
What are your thoughts? Where are you at?
It just makes me feel grateful to be queer. I'm like, you know what I mean? I'm like, these guys are bad. They're all bad. I know.
How far into it are you?
They've met the families, and I'm just excited for the reunion because it's so toxic, and yeah.
Okay.
I know, I can't wait. yeah.
And I'm going to ask, from Schitt's Creek to Wayward to now Heated Rivalry, why do you think these Canadian stories do such a good job of having queer storytelling in a lead position and really carrying the story?
Well, I think just because they let it happen, like I think they give people that platform, and then it's never a surprise that people relate to it. Like growing up, I loved, Titanic, and I don't even know if I would get on a lifeboat because I'd be like, well, which am I? But I related to it. So I think people can relate to human stories, and also Canada's good at letting creators, I think, have really authored voices and make even the minute decisions. So yeah, I love Canada.
I was in a movie that no one saw as a child, and I did an interview with Etalk, and you guys gave me a suitcase that I still have. Yes, from when I'm like 11, 12. It's too big. It's very spacious.
Oh my God, we're
high quality.
at the archive.
Yes, I can show you.
Now.
Yeah, great.
Right, that's actually right now. We got to talk about out of all the reception you've received, what surprised you about putting the story out there?
I mean, the Pentagon bashing us was probably the most surprising to me. I can say, as someone that's been an actor since I was very young, I was always afraid of being out and what that would mean for me working as an adult. And to have gotten to be a part of this show where my queerness was celebrated and where people around the world were championing this show is pretty shocking to me. I think that we loved what we were making, but we weren't really sure how it would be received. And I was very blown away by how many people watched it and loved it. And yeah, it was truly incredible to me.
I totally agree. I think it was the diversity of the audience for me. Number one in 16 countries. I just didn't anticipate that kind of reception, and hearing the responses of all different kinds of communities being surprised at what they found when they actually found the show.
And of course, we're celebrating queer storytelling as like a giant and the impact it has tonight. What for you has been, besides Gibbs, of course, kind of a highlight in the last year when it comes to queer storytelling?
In the last year? I'm a huge reality TV person. So Drag Race is always sort of this beacon of queer joy to me. But I feel like The Traitors, even though it's technically not a gay show, is probably the gayest show on television. And I love seeing how excited people are by it. I've been a huge fan of that for a long time. I love reality TV, which I feel like is very queer coded in general. Yeah.
I would just have to say the diversity of what's out there, that there are more opportunities for queer actors right now. I think that is an exceptional thing, and I want to continue to see that flourish.
Yeah, that was way better.
Well, now we gotta ask, because you said you love Drag Race and you love Traitors.
Yes.
Who is someone from Drag Race that you would like to see on the next season of Traitors?
Oh my God. I mean, I would love to see Alaska, just because I love Alaska, and I feel like she would do extremely well.
As someone who is always so focused on strategy and the game, what do you think made Rob such a good Traitor?
Either he is a complete sociopath, or it's really hard to lie for the duration of the time it takes to compete on Traitors. And I think we saw him crack towards the end when he had to really lie to Maura, who clearly he had developed a very strong relationship with. So I have a sense that he's just one of these people that maybe doesn't have a lot of shame and gives himself a lot of permission to just be himself and play by the rules of whatever the container that he exists in is operating under. And I think that he played an extraordinary game. He's such a lethal traitor. I would love to see him play again. I am like chomping at the bit for an All-Stars, and I want to see Rob and Sari be traitors and just see which one of them takes each other down. Do you think? I mean, I don't think they could get along. And
no, I mean, I think he would just turn on any. Because I was going to ask you if you were in the turret with Rob.
Yeah.
At what point, like, what would be your strategy there? Because he's charming, but you kind of know he's going to turn on.
He's so charming, and he really had everyone mesmerized. So I honestly don't know. How would I have figured that out? But now that people have seen how he plays, he couldn't play the same exact game again. I don't think, but I mean, we've seen lightning strike twice. It's possible.
Is there anyone on your like Mount Rushmore that you would love to see compete in the next season?
For Traitors? Oh, well, like if it's an All-Stars season?
Or just someone that's never competed before.
Oh.
Like anyone in like the reality TV multiverse?
Yes, Simone, RuPaul's Drag Race Simone. Simone and I have become very good friends. We just went to Thailand together. Simone is a dreamboat. Just a badass, so sweet, also very authentic and endearing and charming, which is really what it takes. I think Traitors rewards baby boys and baby girls. Like we've seen Gabby Wendy go all the way to the end. We saw Dylan Efron. We saw Rob. All these like little sweeties. So I think Simone could win the game. Right?
What's been the most iconic chapter of your career?
I think it's just, continuing to be able to work and to have fun. I really love what I do, and I think, it's a really stressful time in our country. It's very difficult. A lot of us would love to go to Canada. A lot of us would love to defect. Planning on a defection pretty soon. It seems really nice over there compared to what's happening over here. So, but the fact that I can still do what I do and I love it is, I think it's really important. So I'm grateful for that.
Tell us a little bit about Parvarti, because it looks like you're going to say
Yeah, it's my show. I go really deep into politics. I really hate this administration. I hate what they've done to our country, and I want to get things back. I feel like comedy really got us into this, and comedy can get us out. So I'm calling on everybody to come and laugh and enjoy it and really be angry and celebrate.
I feel like queer storytelling and comedy have just kind of always really gone hand in hand, and I feel like a huge chapter of queer storytelling ends up happening through comedy. Why do you think they're both so symbiotic?
I think one aspect of queer storytelling is camp. You can't separate gay culture from camp. Queerness and camp go hand in hand, because camp is a way that we really understand ourselves. Camp is a way that we cope. Through humor, we find ourselves. And so, yeah, queer storytelling is always about camp.
And for you in the last year, what's been a highlight or kind of like the moment that defined the last year in queer storytelling? storytelling in any element of pop culture?
I mean, heated rivalry. You have to. We turn again. We turn to Canada and their brilliant Jacob Turney and all the work that those guys are doing. Like, I think heated rivalry was the bomb to soothe everyone. We needed that story, and we needed those boys, and we needed, some sex on ice.
I love it. I mean, I feel like there's been a lot of more gay shows like that out there, but I'm happy to see that this is like a huge pop culture moment because now there needs to be more Shane Hollanders out there. So let's cast some more people.
Totally. And so Canada's Drag Race is doing one of their all-star.
Oh, I did see that.
What is a challenge that you would like to see on the show that kind of separates the good from the great when it comes to
I want to see this is gonna sound crazy, but I want to see a Wipeout style challenge on Drag Race. I want to see the girls really fight for the crown. I want to see the jumpable hurdles, run, tackle people, really fight for it, get dirty. So something physical. I don't know.